Hi Flosstube, we're back. My name is Becca. This is Shadow. She got pampered yesterday. She's so beautiful. This is SamBrie Stitches, and you can also find me on Instagram and TikTok, which I don't do very often, under SamBrie Stitches. And I also have Gumroad under SamBrie Stitches Designs and Etsy under SamBrie Designs. This is Flosstube number 113. It is Thursday, May 5th. It has been 2 weeks since I've recorded a video. It feels like so much longer. It has been an emotional roller coaster couple of weeks, let me tell you. I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. Thank you so very much for subscribing and giving my channel a chance. I know there are tons and tons of Flosstubers out there now, so I really appreciate you spending time with me. And welcome back to my returning subscribers. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your comments in the last video, especially. I'm going to talk about that in just a couple of minutes. But I have the best friends that watch my videos and that comment. I don't feel alone in what I was going through, and y'all have opened up so much to me. I just thank you. Thank you so much. This is a channel about cross stitch. There is some quilting. I am a designer now, kinda. I'm a new designer. So there'll be talk about my patterns as well. I will be announcing the giveaway winners, and I do have a couple of giveaways towards the end. So this may be a little bit of a long one. I might try to squeeze in my spring display decor tour as well. I'm in a different location. I am in my living room because it's raining outside. I wanted to record on my deck in the backyard, but it is raining, and gonna be really honest and upfront with y'all. I didn't do it in front of my hutch because I still have Easter up. I have not had the energy, the desire to change that decor. I guess I do decorate with bees, so maybe today I will be motivated to do that. I don't know what it is. I just ran out of steam, and so Easter is still up. So you're seeing my front yard. They are doing tree cutting across the street, so hopefully it's not noisy or anything like that. So, okay, before I jump into my live recap, y'all saw the pictures at the beginning, but I like to do the recap during my videos. I wanted to address a couple of things because I feel like they need to be addressed. I received a couple of public comments on my last video and a couple of private messages that were sent to me. So I felt like I should address these things. The first one is about me selling out, basically, because I have become partners with Fat Quarter Shop and with Carla of Cobweb Corner. And I've always been partners with Brandy, but I guess you can count that too. And offering those giveaways. They said that I've changed, I guess, what I used to do. Yeah, because I didn't do as many giveaways before because I just didn't have as much ability to do so. I understand that I tend to show the same things as a few other Flosstubers that are partnered with the same companies. But I feel that it gives everybody the opportunity to enter those giveaways that maybe can't afford to get the kits or the patterns or whatever. The shipping still comes out of my pocket. So whatever little I make off of like the YouTube videos or any donations or anything like that, I pay for the shipping to send these all to you. So I hope that that was just a few and far between kind of feeling from those people. I have not sold out. I am proud that I was asked to be partnered with those companies. I've said no to some others as well. I don't want it to become all about, promoting tons of other people and not about like the stitching and stuff like that. But I also wanted to give y'all the opportunity to win such amazing items that were donated. So I apologize if you think that I sold out. They felt the need to post that comment and then tell me that they unsubscribed because of me doing that. That's fine. If they don't want to be a part of it just because I show a couple other things that some other people show and share. But I wanted to explain why I'm doing it. It's for y'all, for, just to give back to the community. I still pay for shipping and items are donated. It's just like if one of you send me goodies, which has happened, and I do giveaways, it's the same thing. So I don't believe that I sold out. I am very honored, like I said, to be partnered with those companies. So if you feel that way, I don't need a comment or I don't need a message, because it made me feel like crap, to be honest. And I actually screenshotted it, blocked off the name because I don't do drama and I don't try to call people out. And I sent it to my Mother Cluckers group because I was just like so down in the dumps, because I'm like, I am still me. I'm just trying to give more back to the community. So there was that one. And then the other one that I wanted to address was when I asked everybody to be publicly subscribed for the giveaways. I got also a couple of messages, public and private, about, it wasn't really attacking me. It was more so that some people aren't comfortable with having their accounts public for privacy reasons, and that's understandable. I totally get that. I'm not the only one that is asked for you to be public for subscribing. And it's kind of a new wave that's going throughout Flosstube. If you watch other Flosstubers, Teresa Koga explained it really well in one of her recent videos. She explained it. Country Stitchers ask you to be public, Anna Stitch Roadie and Quilt Roadies. There's a whole bunch of people that I think we've all started doing that because, one, we want our giveaways to go to people who support our channel. And you may comment all the time and I may recognize your name, but I don't know if you're subscribed or not. And I understand the privacy thing. She had left a whole long thing about, and that was the public comment about knowing someone who's hiding from their ex and they don't want to be public kind of thing. And I get that. And that's a scary situation and I wouldn't want to be public either. But for the giveaways, I'm going to stand by that, only because I have, on an average basis, when I go to check the numbers, I have 30 to 40% of my viewers are not subscribed, period. They're just watching and they're not subscribed. That's a huge chunk of people that aren't subscribed. So thank you to those who are willing to publicly subscribe. I apologize if I've made anybody feel uncomfortable. That was not my intention. But I will continue to ask that people who would like to enter the giveaways just be publicly subscribed. That, it's just something that a lot of us kind of feel that we want to do. If you want to know more about it, I believe Teresa Koga had a whole separate video on it. You can go check it out. But thank you for that, for listening to my TED Talk, I guess. I just wanted to address those couple of issues. And then really quick, StitchCon, because y'all left so many amazing supportive comments about anxiety and traveling alone and all that kind of stuff. I want to thank you for sharing in that whole situation with me. I did decide to cancel StitchCon. I went through a bunch of emotions because I've been so excited for so long. I mean, months and months and months. And then to have the cancellations, and I get real life happens. And yes, I was very upset and angry that they did that. I said that I had that panic attack. I left the group chat because I just didn't want to say, I didn't want to say anything that I would regret. So I left the group chat, and yeah, I was mad. And then I had a really bad anxiety attack, went upstairs, I took my shower, I calmed down. I messaged Chrissy, finally a farm girl, because I needed to be calmed down. And then I was thinking, I was checking plane ticket prices, and they kept going up, even though the app kept saying it was going to go down, and it didn't. And then, my husband has mentioned a couple of times about how he would just love to have his garage back. We've lived in this house 7 years, and his garage is just filled with crap. And he's such an amazing, amazing man. And he never does anything for himself or buys anything for himself. And so I decided to sacrifice StitchCon for many reasons, but mainly because I hired some junk guys to come clear out the garage for my husband, and that was insanely expensive, but worth it because he's happy. There's still work that needs to be done, but he's happier. We also got him a new lawnmower because ours broke, and a couple other things that he wanted. And if I would have gone to StitchCon, that would have taken a huge chunk of money, and I wanted to get back to him. So, and then I needed to buy a printer for printing my patterns. And well, the printer that I bought, which was pretty spendy, smeared it was horrible. And I had another like, oh my gosh moment. And my husband tried to help me. And so I ended up returning that, and I have another one coming that hopefully will do its job, thanks to a couple of my friends. Chris, SEO Flies, I appreciate you so, so much for messaging me and, confirming a printer that she used and all that kind of stuff. So, yes, I canceled StitchCon. I am sorry to the people that I let down. I know there were so many that left messages of, I hope you go, I really want to meet you. I'm sorry. I hope maybe next year that it's in the cards. I will be going to Acorns and Threads in-person retreat in September. So hopefully I'll get to meet some people there, but I do apologize for letting some people down if I did. So that was not my intention, but I believe it all worked out in the end, to be honest. So, okay. We're already 13 minutes in, and I apologize, I'm rambling. Just a quick little recap. My older daughter's 23rd birthday was on April 25th, so that was a really nice day. We went to dinner, and we just kind of, hung out and went shopping. We went to Port Townsend and just walked around, both the girls and I, had ice cream, checked out some bookstores and antique shops, and it was a good time. It was a good time. I already talked about the junk guys. They came. They took like maybe 20 minutes to a half hour, because they were already an hour and a half late, which I was irritated because I had to sit at home. They got it done so quick, but oh my gosh, was it expensive. It was so much more than what I thought, but like I said, it was worth it. And then Monday was Adventure Day with my amazing husband. We do that every other Monday because he has it off. And we went to Ruby Beach, and oh my gosh, was it worth the 3-hour drive there and back. So 6 hours round trip. It was stunning. And it was funny because it was pouring all the way there. And I just kept saying, please just clear up, please just clear up, please just clear up. And we got there, and it was beautiful. And just as we were getting ready to leave, it started sprinkling again. So it was just like perfect. There was an eagle that kept flying over us. It was amazing. The rocks, we climbed on the rocks, and we went into a couple of caves that were there. And the beach is just all rocks. There were agates. And it was just absolutely beautiful. Lighthouse out in the distance. You saw the pictures at the beginning, but if you're ever it was just past Forks. I took a couple of pictures for Emily C. and for my bestie Anna, because we drove through the main part of Forks, and so it has the Welcome to Forks sign, and then the trucks from Twilight. So those are on the main drag as you drive through. So I snapped those and posted it for them. So it's just past Forks, Washington. So if you're ever in the area, Ruby Beach is a must go to. And then, so my husband, y'all know that I think the world of him. He is the absolute best human being. I love him to death. He is such a hard worker, and it paid off. His boss nominated him for the 2021 Employee of the Year. Now, let me see if I can pull up the specs. He was nominated the year before, but did not win, unfortunately. But let me just really quickly. Okay, so I posted it on Instagram, so you probably already saw it, but out of 12,562 people, 238 were nominated for Employee of the Year in different categories, I guess you can call them. My husband's group was, I think, the largest group of nominees for that ceremony. It was crazy. And because of COVID restrictions, I had to sit in my Jeep on the road, down the street. I found a parking space, and I had to watch it online, basically on my phone. And I was really bummed because I wanted to be there with him. Whether he won or not, I just wanted to be there with him. But I had dropped him off, and then I had picked him up afterwards. And so I was watching in my Jeep. My older daughter was watching here at the house, and my younger daughter and her boyfriend were watching at his house. So we were all like, the three of us were texting back and forth because, you know, we didn't know when his group was going to come up or whatever. And they kept having technical difficulties, like it froze, and it was frozen for a long time. And I'm freaking out because I didn't want to miss him, you know, walking up on the stage. And then it came back, and then the sound was gone. And I'm like, I will storm the theater if they do not. I was like fuming, and my girls were freaking out. Well, luckily they had fixed it just before they had announced his name. It was crazy timing because I heard his name and I saw him walking, and that's when it was fixed. So the pictures that I took were crappy because they were just from the stream of it. But he won. He won out of that large group, Employee of the Year. Even though he didn't smile, because everybody was joking that the pictures that I took, he didn't smile. My husband's a Marine. He was always trained not to smile. So he, you know, they have to have that serious face, and it's just ingrained in him. He was truly happy because when they zoomed in on him, and he doesn't know this because obviously he didn't see the live stream. You could see that he had tears in his eyes. My husband is not an emotional man. That meant the world to him. And I screamed bloody murder in my Jeep. Like, people walking on the sidewalk were like, what the heck is wrong with her? I was bawling and crying, and my girls screamed, they said, and it was just amazing and so well deserved. And I'm so proud of him. He got an award, a coin, a couple other things. He even got the envelope that had his name on it, which was really cool, and a monetary award, which was very nice indeed. So that was pretty nice. And that is basically the end of my 2 weeks. It's been an emotional roller coaster. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is my friend Cheryl. She is one half of Stitching with the Sisterlies. I would ask for prayers for her. She's home now, and it's all been public. But a couple of days ago, our Beehive Mother Cluckers group awoke to a picture and message from her that she had sent at like 12:15 in the morning from the hospital. Cheryl had a heart attack, and that was a very, very scary day for all of us, of course. They put in a stint. I'm not going to talk about all the details, but she's home and she's resting and she's recovering, and just send prayers her way that everything turns out all right and she continues to, you know, just be healthy. And gosh, yeah, it was just, I love my ladies of the Beehive Mother Cluckers. They're absolutely amazing. So yeah. Okay, so we are 20 minutes in. What I'm gonna do, because y'all just sat through a whole bunch of my talking, is I am going to announce the giveaway winners. It seems to be that if I announce them towards the beginning of my videos, then I get quicker responses from people. So I took screenshots, but I'm not going to hold them up. But these are publicly subscribed, so thank you so much for doing that. The first winner, this was kindly donated by the amazing Carla of Cobweb Corner. You should go check out her shop. She ships super fast, and she has an awesome Flosstube video. You'll need a pen and paper when you watch her, though. So the penguin goes to the Pokey Little Pineapple, which is so funny because she messaged me, and I believe she's local, and will probably be coming to the next meetup. So that's pretty cool. So congratulations. Winners, please just email me and put giveaway winner in the subject and what you won, and then your mailing address. I would appreciate it. The next one was also donated by Carla of Cobweb Corner, and this is the Dreaming Miss Claus. This is so pretty, from Brie-Brianna Designs. And this winner is Sandra Potter. So congratulations, Sandra. And then the bloom where you're planted was donated by Fat Quarter Shop. So you get this chart, and I'm still working on this one. I need to do the flowers. I finished that, but or I finished the watering can. Fabric, you get the 14 count fabric, and then you get the floss. And this winner is Brenda Foy, F-O-Y. So congratulations, Brenda. And then the summer home, it turns out, I got an email afterwards that said you'll also get the charts as well. So make sure you send me your email that you want the chart sent to, and then your mailing address for all of this stuff. And so for the summer home series, which was donated by Fat Quarter Shop, Cara Dayhoff, C-A-R-A, Dayhoff. Congratulations, you won. All right. So I have a finish, an FFO. It is my pattern that I designed. And I've been trying to, I guess, get my patterns done because I have quite a few designed, and other people that just started designing are just popping out their patterns. I don't know how they stitch so quickly. It amazes me. But this one I was really trying to get done because I thought maybe people would like to start it on Memorial Day or something like that. I brought it with me on our drive, and that was a mistake because I miscounted, which messed everything else up, and I was rushing. So I adjusted my chart to match my my piece. And originally I had thought that, you know, I wanted it to be framed, but because I had to adjust everything, I found something else. So hopefully by the time you are watching this video, this will be up on my Gumroad and my Etsy, and the links will be down below. But I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out. My husband told me that I just need to slow down and just, you know, concentrate on 1 or 2 patterns of mine at a time. And there's no rush in releasing them. So this is it. I don't have a name for it yet. This is on 18 count Patriotic from Be Stitch Me. I love this. I also used her silks. Nebula is the blue, Red Barn, and then she has a natural for the white. Bold Stripes, Bright Stars, Brave Hearts. This finishing piece is from Hobby Lobby, and this is from Hobby Lobby. And all the information will be on the chart. And I absolutely love it. Even though I made mistakes, I did red stars up here with the blue, and then blue stars with the red down there. And I think it turned out great, and it fit perfectly in here on 18 count. Dummy me was also rushing the finish because I FFO'd it last night, and I trimmed the fabric too much. And so at the bottom, it barely covers because I put batting, couldn't think of the word. I put batting on sticky board, and then I put my piece on that. So yeah, so this is my finish. I hope y'all like it. I designed another Patriotic small too that I will hopefully get stitched and released maybe mid-June. I don't know. I don't like to put dates. Because the one that I'm going to show you that I thought I could release for Mother's Day, it's not happening. There was way more stitching in it than I thought. And I designed it. Okay, so whips. So I can't show you this one, but I always like to tease, minus that. My secret stitch. This is an Acorns and Threads exclusive. This is what started it all. Just in case you're new, the Beehive Mother Cluckers were meeting, and Janine from Acorns and Threads was there, and I was just sharing this design with them on my iPad because I designed this for me and my husband, and they all fell in love with it. And Janine was like, "Can you have this done by this date?" And I was like, yeah. And there's some big things happening because of it. And I cannot thank Janine enough because she started it all with my designing. So, and the support of the Cluckers group, I send them messages when I need, you know, pick-me-ups, or when I finish something and they get sneak peeks. They get to see this because they saw the design. It just means the world to me to have that support. So. All right, the next one is the Fat Quarter Shop design. I don't have the pattern to show, but I'm using all the called for. So they sent me, I picked the Classic Colorworks, in the bag, and they sent me, I just wanted, I think they sent me the called for. I don't remember what this is. I think it's 14 count. No, I asked for 18 count. So I got 18 count white, and this is as far as I've gotten. I have this big old board. There we go. So that's as far as I've gotten. So I got the border done. I did that at work, the inside border, and then I will just finish doing these little scallops when each section is released. So I'm part of that. And they have some exciting things coming up that I'll be partnering with them as well for Stitch Along. So keep an eye out. Follow me on Instagram because there'll be posts there for sure. And then the 25th came around. And on the 25th, we do Merry 25 stitching. So I worked on my Prairie Schooler. I love this. I bought it as a kit, so it was all kitted up with the fancy floss, actually. Classic Colorworks. And this is Here Comes Santa Claus, the 2005 limited edition. So, and then this is in a bag by the amazing Jan Holder. Her bags, I love them so much. Obsessed. I am obsessed with her bags. This is on 18 count Bee's Knees from Seraphim Fabrics. And I've gotten, this is going to be fun because I'm doing it in front of a window. I'm not used to that. And I've gotten quite a bit done. Look at him. I love this so much. So this will be my Merry 25 stitching until it's complete. I still have the gingerbread Sal and the cardinal Sal to do that I'm doing with Chrissy, finally a farm girl. But this will be my priority. So there's that one. And then the next one. This one is the one that is my design that I thought that I was going to have finished by Mother's Day. And I thought wrong. This is on Brandy's 18 count Gray Magic. And this is as far as I've gotten. So it's going to be a sunflower around the edges, of course. And then I have things to fill in. And then I'm going to do a hoop finish, I think, on that. So this is using Brandy silks as well. So since I started designing, I wanted to help Brandy out because she's expressed that she, you know, wishes that more people would use her fabrics and silks for designing. Well, not a huge designer. I don't know if I'll ever be a huge designer, but I wanted to help her out. So these are the silks that I'm using. Yes, they're a mess. This I used for the words. It's called All the Colors. I mean, it's amazing. For sure. Oh, and then the words, in case you weren't able to read them. Be someone's sunshine when their skies are gray. I just thought it was a sweet little sentiment. Hopefully people like it. It's always nerve-wracking when you design something and then you're like, I don't know if people are gonna like it. Because it's a sweet saying, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. I would appreciate it. And this bag is by the amazing Chris Yo, as the Yo flies. I'm obsessed with her floss blings as well, which I will show you what that is in one of my things. So there's that one. This one was bittersweet to work on because this was, my plan was to finish stitching on this, put the last few stitches in at StitchCon, and then have my friends put their initials on it. But that's not happening now. This is a Changed World by the Scarlet House. This is a stitch along that I'm doing with Shannon Bromo, the Soda Stitcher on YouTube. It's Be the Change Sal. Sorry if you can hear, I'm right next to the Bun Buns. He's down here. He's actually falling asleep right now. How cute. He took all his medication, just as an update. Unfortunately, I believe it's a tumor. I still have to get him back to the vet. We've been in communication, but because it didn't clear up and it's above his skin, it's above. So the vet thinks it's a tumor, which unfortunately we won't be able to do much about, but he's not in pain and he's still eating and drinking. So the vet just said to keep an eye on him. But anyways, sorry, that just, bunny, actually, not a squirrel, down a rabbit hole. There you go. So this is one of the floss blings I was talking about by Chris Yo. I love it. She sent me this one. It's a custom one, and I figured a picture of my girls for this chart was perfect. And then that's the back. And I love her floss blings so much. So this is on 20 Count Grog by Bee Stitch Me. And I am so close to being finished. I just have to do fill in now. So I just have to fill in the box down at the bottom. And then what I think I'm gonna do, gosh, that's gorgeous. I'm just using the called for DMC as well, so it's so pretty. I did change, I don't know if I can do this. Ugh. I did change the bottom. Down here, I made a dove instead of the hand. And then all I need to do is fill this in. And then what I think I'm gonna do, because I have initials here and I have initials down the side here of all the stitchers that I've, you know, come in contact with. I think I might hold off on framing this because my plan was to take it to StitchCon and get initials, but I think that I'll take it to Acorns and Threads Retreat and get people's initials there so that I can add more to this because it's a important piece. We do need to be the change. We need to be better. And I think that this sends a positive message. And I put it into this amazing bag from Linux Stitch Creates. It's a girl power bag. Equality, girl power, lift each other up. Be the change, be better. This piece means a lot to me, so I would love to have more friends' initials on it. I have a list of who's already put their initials on it, so. Okay, we're gonna do, so I have decided that, and I tried this before and I fell off the wagon. On the 4th of every month, I'm going to do patriotic stitching, patriotic 4th stitching. And since yesterday was the 4th, I worked on Lady of the Flag by Mirabilia. And this is where I am at. I almost have the top part of the flag stitched, and then I just need to do the rest of the pole, couldn't think of the word, and the top of it. I'm cutting it close on the fabric, but is she just not gorgeous? This is 16 count patriotic. So this original piece right here was the very first custom piece that Brandy did of the patriotic, and then people liked it, and so she now offers it. But I had her dye me something like this. I told her what I wanted, and she made it happen, and I love it. Oh, she's so gorgeous. I love how she looks, but I don't like that I had to do 16 count because I'm an Ada stitcher for the most part. And, you know, with the beads, I have to use 2 strands, and I don't know. I don't know. Great. I hope y'all can't hear. I'm going to be like Chris in his videos because now they're chainsawing out there. And then my last whip for stitching is my husband's elk that he obsesses over and wants done ASAP, but he's not getting it until next year for our 25th anniversary in June. This is Elk Anthem by the First Lady of Cross Stitch. This is just on 18 count oatmeal Ada that I got from Michael's because I needed an insanely large piece. This is 1 strand of DMC. Are you ready? I did 1,313 stitches this go around and hit 40% exactly. This is 40%. Look, I cannot believe this. Look at that. The detail of like the smoke, the breath coming out of the elk. it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And the mountains coming in. I took a break from all the blue, so I worked on the elk at the bottom. So she's coming in. She got a big hole in her. No, she was not shot by a hunter. She will get filled in. I showed my husband and he's like, are you, and I'm like, yes, she's gonna get filled in. Oh. I used to hate stitching on this. And I think it's because I started up here and it was just so boring and so boring. And then I needed people to push me to work on it. And then all of a sudden something switched in my husband and he like just started talking about it and obsessing over it and wanting it and getting excited when I worked on it. And I think that's what made me, you know, work on it more. And oh, I cannot wait to give it to him next year. 25 years of marriage. It's going to be awesome to give it to him. And then this is in a bag that was gifted to me by an amazing viewer. It's a Garonne Totten bags. Marines. Love it, love it. And it fits all the stuff in here, which I absolutely love. So those are my stitching whips. It was quite a few stitching whips. I need a drink. So really quickly, I did another row on my younger daughter's quilt. For those that are new here, I am a brand new quilter. I made a quilt for my husband, which I showed in my last video, fully completed. This one, and then I have another quilt that for my older daughter that she picked out, a butterfly one. But this one was easier to start with because this is a jelly roll twist quilt from the Fat Quarter shop. It was a free pattern, and I don't think I might be able to stand up. I don't know, we'll be in front of the window, so you might. It's a space themed one. So here's the top, and then I did another row. So my daughter picked out all of the fabrics, but I have a few more rows to go. And I think it's looking all right. This has been a nightmare. This has been a nightmare of a quilt. For some reason, either the jelly roll that I got from Joann Fabrics was off, or I measured wrong. These are supposed to be 9-inch squares, so 9.5 or something like that originally. But now I have to cut them down to 8.5. So they're 8-inch squares after sewn. So it's, I mean, I think it'll still, like the width of it, we've already wrapped it around her and it's great. And if the length is a thing, I can always add border. But she's loving it. It's just taking me forever because now that I'm designing and trying to get my patterns done and then trying to stay up on other whips so that y'all don't get bored with just my, you know, designs, I don't have as much time, and it does take me a little while to do a row just because I'm so new. So yeah, I'm gonna lean forward here and get my little basket. I don't have that much haul, y'all. Like, I'm trying not to spend as much money because I have spent so much on this designing endeavor with, you know, forking out money for the printer and paper, and I got a new iPad to design on and my MacBook I use. So I'm trying not to have a whole bunch of haul. I did not show my last video and I cannot find the envelope right now, but Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42, sent all of us Beehive Mother Cluckers an awesome sticker. I can't remember who designed it, who she ordered from. It was another Flosstuber. Stitch and Button, I think. But I cannot find the envelope. I will find it, but it was so cool. But you could see it on, I think Anna showed hers. Colleen and Cheryl may have shown theirs, but I got one too. So thank you, Audrey. I will find it. I think I may have stuck it on something and now I can't remember what I stuck it on. Yeah. All right, let's do giveaways before I do anything else. I have 2 giveaways from the amazing Carla at Cobweb Corner. I will have all her information linked down below. She's very generous, and usually what she does with people that she partners with is she lets us pick out 2 patterns and then 2 patterns for y'all. But I told her I really don't need any more patterns right now. So if you just want to send me the giveaway, like you choose the giveaway patterns, I will be more than, happy to give them away. So that is what we're doing until I find a pattern that I absolutely need. But right now I'm overwhelmed with all the patterns that I have. So the first one that she sent, actually, this one's really pretty, and I actually may need to get it. I've not ever seen this one before. This is by Moho Stitches. It's the Bushland Quaker. So please be 18. Don't say giveaway, free, or anything like that for the trolls. And please be a public subscriber. I'm sorry if you're not comfortable with being a public subscriber, but we do appreciate, and we just want them to go to the people who do support us, publicly. I know that even if you're not publicly subscribed, you do still support me, but I want to make sure that it goes to somebody who's actually a stitcher and such. So if you're interested in this, this uses cottage garden threads or a full DMC conversion on here. And this was traditional Quaker motifs for the Australian flowers. Oh, beautiful. So for this, let's just use the word Quaker if you're interested. And then the other one from Carla is Seasonal Etchings from Heart and Hand. So let's just use seasonal. Seasonal and Quaker. I received some happy mail from the amazing, sweet, kind, always cheerful Daleen from So Grateful. Look at that postcard. She doesn't live too far from me. And, she knows I'm a Bigfoot fan, a huge Bigfoot fan. I love this so much. But she sent me this just because she enjoyed the interview with Vonna, and she saw this postcard and she had to send it to me. So thank you so much, Daleen. I'll link her down below. If you ever need cheering up or just some positivity in your life, you need to watch Daleen. She is just so sweet and so kind, and she stitches beautifully, and I'm just blessed to call her my friend. I really am. I need to see her again in person soon, hopefully. Okay, and then my last bit of haul / stitchy kindness is from Be Stitch Me. I am part of Brandy's neutral of the month. I do a half yard of the neutral, and then I do the smaller, or the 18 by 29 cut of the opalescent neutral. And then she sends me the color fabric and silks to show you. So the neutral, and I have some of this already, but this is Peanut. It's a beautiful, beautiful neutral. And this is a half yard that I got. That it's just perfect. Perfect. And then Peanut in opalescent looks like this. I don't know if you could, yeah, you could see the opalescent a little bit. It's really pretty and sparkly. I love the opalescent. And then the color, this is Rainy Day, and all mine are 18 count. Rainy Day is really pretty. It is absolutely beautiful. It's like a gray blue. It is perfect. Oh my gosh. Man, I might need to design something to go on this. Whew. Love it. And then she sent me the Silk of the Month to show y'all. April's was Jewel Tones. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Julie, Kansas City Girl and Colorado World, released a beautiful reproduction sampler that she released 2 versions of it, and she's stitching it for a 3rd time with jewel tones, and this is what made me think of her. Speaking of antique samplers, I bid on one. I don't remember what I was searching for on eBay, but then a couple of samplers, antique samplers came up, and one I fell in love with, and I'm not a reproduction stitcher at all. I sent the link to Susan Stanley, who's a good friend of mine, love her to death, and she's super, super knowledgeable. And I was like, what do you think? Like, this is the price. I know nothing about, you know, antique samplers, anything like that. And she said that it was an awesome sampler and it would be amazing to be reproduced. It's really, really cool. But the problem was when I sent it to her, there was like over 6 days left and I had bid on it. And she's like, usually I wait till the last couple of minutes. And I'm like, oh, I said, this is gonna drive me crazy. I think it ends on Mother's Day. So we'll see if I get it. I will try and reproduce it. I'm pretty excited about it, but we'll see if I get it. I don't know. I'm not holding my breath, but I want to say it was like 1849 or something is the year. I can't remember. But it's pretty cool. So these are the jewel tones for Brandy. Peacock, Blood Moon, Nebula, which is what I'm using for, or what I used for my patriotic piece, Guardian, which I use quite a bit in my patterns, and Witchy. So those are it. I don't know if you can see, maybe with this, will that help? There you go. They're beautiful, beautiful. And then she sent me a couple extra ones that are new silks that she offers. Dandelion. That is a really pretty, it's variegated yellow. There's quite a bit of variegation in that. And then Laser Tag. That one's so cool. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So that is all of my goodies. I will put the tour of my spring decor at the very end of this. Oh, Bun Buns is trying to get comfortable down there, huh, Bun Buns? Such a sweet boy. He used to not be sweet, but he's sweet now. So that is pretty much it. I hope that you all have an amazing couple of weeks, and that it's a less emotional roller coaster than what I had, and that you get a lot of stitching in. So until I see you all again, happy stitching, everybody. Okay, so here's my spring decor. So the first thing is I saved this piece from Goodwill and I finished it on a Target cutting board from last year. So I FFO'd it. And then down here is the little bunny display. Bunny love, lots of Rae Dunn. A with eye needle and thread pattern finished right there. So a little bit of a bunny carrot area. And then up here, more Rae Dunn, lots of spring stitched pieces. I can't remember. I think this is, I want to say Poutini. I'm not 100% sure. This was a freebie from, oh my goodness, I can't remember. Lots of freebies. That's a Waxing Moon Designs piece. And then this is, I can't remember if this, I think this is Plum Street Samplers. I'm really bad with remembering. And then more Rae Dunn. And then here's a Stitching with the Housewives piece. And I stuck it on the word hop last year. And then this display, and this is my pattern that you can find on Gumroad and Etsy called Spring Things. And I finished it into a round. And then hop. And then this is a waxing moon design piece that I finished onto, I think that's a dollar store sign, but there's that. And then M for our last name. And then some spring things up on top of my display, or my, I don't know what you call this, shelf. And then this, and I think this is Lizzie Kate, but I'm not 100% sure. And then another Stitching with the Housewives pattern. I do not like this finish. This was done like a year or two ago, and I need to fix it, but I don't like it. More Rae Dunn. And then down here is my bloom area. So, sorry, you just saw my finger for a second. This is my Secret Garden. I think that's a Lizzie Kate that I finished into a pillow. I love this Oopsie Daisy. I love it so much. And then this is a Cherry Hill Stitchery pattern. Super, super cute. So I really like my bloom area. And then the bloom sign. And then a Rae Dunn gnome. And then over here I just have a spring sign. And then that. So that's just my spring decor. Not a whole lot. I'm not a big spring person, but it's pretty cute. I hope you enjoyed it.